Hello, welcome back to my channel. We are in my bedroom. I was going to do a book haul and all of my books are up here and I did not feel like going downstairs. The kids are kind of on one, so it'll be quieter up here. I was trying to position so you guys could see the TV. Let me see if I can move you a little bit. Okay, we'll try that and then I'll scoot back a little bit. I got the little ambiance thing. I just bring these up on YouTube and then they have music and then different scenes. Like this one's a little interactive. The bats fly, leaves fall. There's a bunch of different ones. If you go on Amazon, I usually will put these on in the living room too, but hopefully that's not too loud. Okay, so this is going to be a book haul, and then I got something off a TikTok shop I thought I would share just because I think it's kind of neat. So I'll show that at the end, but I had said I wasn't going to order any more books for a while. And then Thriftbooks, I had a free reward that was going to expire. So I had to use it. And then they had this 8 times point thing if you bought horror themed books. So then I ended up with another free reward. So that's why there's 2 bundles of 3. Because that's generally, it gives me free shipping. If you spend $15 or more, you get free shipping. So I generally buy 3 books at a time because the free reward has to be under $6, and then that usually will give me enough with the other 2. So that's why I buy 3 at a time. And in my head, I had to use the reward. So, you know, it is what it is. So I will show you the books that I got. These ones are all by the gentleman that wrote the Trick or Treat novel. I'll get it. I think it's still up here. Okay. So the gentleman that wrote this book, I read this one already. It was pretty good. Talked about this in my last video. I got a few that he wrote. So I managed, this book was out of stock and it has author of April Fools and Trick or Treat on the cover. This was out of stock. It like popped in. It's called the Vampire. They claimed they didn't have it and then I found a copy. It showed up. So this is one that I had a harder time getting a hold of. So there's that one. That at the bottom. And then this is also by him. It's called Overdue. And then this is a series. There's a part 2 also. Part 2 is available right now. I got an email about it, but this is called The Unseen. Part 1. No idea. I don't remember what this is about. I read the description online. It sounded interesting. Oh, more by, these are all, I have one R.L. Stine book. These are all by Richie Tankersley Cusick. So then I have The Locker. This was another one that comes in and out of stock periodically. So I got a hold of that one. I don't know why a lot of his books are out of print. This is another one that I had been waiting for. So this is The Mall. I never read any of his stuff. So, and I liked Trick or Treat. And then I did get one R.L. Stine, Fear Street. I wanted to read. This is a series that I never read when I was in high school. I started reading the first one. I had all 3 in one book. And I don't know why. I just never cared for this story. So I don't think I've ever read the entirety of the first one, and then I'll get the other 2. There's a second and a third one, the 99 Fear Street. So there's the first horror, second horror, third horror. I'll get the other 2 after I read this one. But yeah, this one was a little dinged up, but not bad. And then my daughter has to do a book report for school this year, like a book report project. So she has to read a chapter book, and then we have to decorate a pumpkin, like the story. So I got her this series. She struggles with reading, so she does get extra help at school, and I am reading the book with her. So I just got the first 4 books in this series, The Star Friends. So we're reading book 1, which is Mirror Magic. So it's about this one, and then I think, you know, the other. This girl's name is Mia, and then there's Sita. And I forget what the other, yeah, there's Sita, Lexi, and Violet. Mia. So each book's about a different girl. So the first book's about Mia, which is also my youngest daughter's name. There's magical animals. Like this book is about a magical fox. Their star friends are these magical animals that come through this magical waterfall, and they make friends with special humans. So I think there's 8 books in the series. So I got the first 4. I have the other 4 in my Amazon cart. But yeah, here's a picture. It was cheaper to get the set than it, like they were $8 a piece, and this was like $16 for the first 4, so it made sense. And then after we're done reading the first one, which is Mirror Magic, we'll just keep going because she needs to be reading every night anyways to help. So I got those. And then the last thing that I thought I would show, I got this on TikTok Shop. She sent me a free sample. This is squeeze wax for like a wax warmer. So this free sample is Texas. I don't know what that's supposed to smell like, but I bought the Tour of Terror. Got this on a TikTok Shop. There's 6 iconic. It's a limited Halloween collection. So it comes with this little like tour guide about the company. So at Tourists is the name. So Tourist is the name of the company. And then they have, it comes with this little postcard with all of, there's like Springwood. It's got all the Woodsboro, because she does a wax for each one. So there's a Pennywise one, a Sam one for Trick or Treat, Jason, Freddy, Ghostface, and Michael Myers. The Pennywise is cotton candy and buttered popcorn. The Sam is toasted pumpkin, bonfire, candy corn. See, Jason is pine, patchouli. Lakeside Freddy is espresso, maple syrup, lavender. Ghostface is pomegranate, rainfall, cedar. And then the Michael Myers is fallen leaves, aged leather, foggy air. And so it's got the little travel postcard and then the scent descriptions. Comes with cute little tissue paper. And then they're a little bit bigger. These are sample sizes, but it's a little bit bigger than like the free sample she sent. So there's the Trick or Treat. And then there's instructions, but I've never tried squeeze wax, so I thought this was a cute little sample set. Again, it was on TikTok Shop. I think I paid $16 for this. It was like $20 with shipping. Supports a small business. I thought it was cute. I haven't melted any of them yet, but thought I would share that. Let's move you back over here. So that is everything that I bought recently off of Thriftbooks. Let me know if you've read any of those books. Like I said, Trick or Treat is the first book of that gentleman's that I've read. I owned April Fool's Day back in the day, which I did buy a new copy recently, but never read it. So Trick or Treat was the first book of his that I think I've actually read. So I'm excited to read some of these other ones. Like I said, Vampire and The Mall were ones that I had on my wish list for a long time and finally came back in stock. That's the only problem with thrift books. Kind of taps into impulse buying, because you'll have a book on your wish list and when it becomes available you have the urge to buy it because it may not come up for a while again. So it's not great in that regard. And then like I said, I had a free reward and it was going to expire because I haven't bought anything in a little while. So figured I would show you the 2 hauls that I did. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day and hopefully I'll see you in another video. Bye everybody.